All right. I wanted to talk a little bit about the floor here in the living space. I'm going to start working on that. And I kind of wanted to go through some of the details and how we're going to build this. So let me turn this around and show you some stuff. All right, so corner post. I got 3 layers of visqueen down. I got spray foam around the posts, and then I think you can probably see there underneath this plate is the pink insulation from outside, and then I have taped the vapor barrier to the foam. And so the first step is going to be filling that space along the bottom with foam, so I can get a rim joist on there that is basically in line with this rim joist that's on the outside of the building. And then over here, I had to sort of start on this to get the electrical in. This is going to be the beam that I'm going to hang all the joists off of. It's a triple LVL, and there will also be a triple LVL that goes from this post across to this pier, to that pier, and then all the way over to that post on the far side. So I don't know if you remember, but there were 4 foundation piers that we poured in the middle of the building, and that's what's going to carry the floor. So first step before I can start getting a rim joist on this outside edge and put that beam in is I want to rip some more rigid foam insulation to stick in that pocket, and that way it'll be super insulated. The plan is to have one more, or a layer of 2-inch foam underneath all the framing, and then 7 inches of the rock wool insulation for a total R value of R40 in the floor, which is quite a bit more than is code. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Quick sidebar here. I had broken the screen on my phone while we were framing the barn, and then suddenly my battery stopped working very well at all. So Carmen had found a local place to repair iPhones, so I went there and actually had them replace the battery and the screen for $100. And everything was great, except I realized after I shot this video coming up that the microphone was not working. So I have since had it repaired, but here is the lead up. Here's the lead up for that. I wanted to kind of explain where I was going with this floor project. So I thought I would step back here and explain that I ended up adding another layer of foam because, as you can see, there's a gap between the joists and the pink foam, which is where the bats of Rockwool will go. And I was a little concerned that those would shimmy down and slide down out of place. And I wanted to have a little backing piece to hold it up. So that was my quick, easy solution, to add another layer of foam and kind of shim it up tight to the bottom of the joist to support the bats. And at the same time, you know, add another R something or other. So there's my explanation. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the little floor video. Still a lot more to come. Not quite a third of the way there, so yeah. And as you can maybe see, having a little bit of a cold snap here at the end of February. But I know everyone's stuck around for the trivia time, so let's get right to it. This week I just really wanted to talk about the Great Lake Superior. So here are a bunch of facts that you may or may not know. Lake Superior is the largest lake in the world, freshwater lake, by surface area. It actually contains 10% of the world's fresh water, which is kind of remarkable. The deepest point is 1,300 feet deep, so that means you could put the Empire State Building plus some and completely cover it up. Average temperature, 40 degrees. 40 degrees. Average visibility, 27 feet, which is actually makes it one of the clearest lakes in the world. There are 350 shipwrecks, not just the Edmund Fitzgerald, which happened in 1976, I think. There is enough water in Lake Superior to cover all of North and South America in 1 foot. That's a foot deep over both North and South America. That's a lot of water. Lake Superior is so large that it has its own tides, thanks to the moon, of course. There are 78 different fish species in the lake. I don't know that much about fish species, but seems like a lot of fish. If you stretched the lake shore out, it would be long enough to go from Duluth to the Bahamas. So that's a lot of shoreline. Last but not least, the last time the majority of the lake froze over was 2014. Currently, it's quite warm around here, and the last time I read it in the paper, 10% frozen. 10%. Not that much. I think that's it for my Superior facts on Lake Superior. Thanks for watching.